Final match before we get to grand final. Second to the penultimate match here at Southern California Regionals. It is going to be XiaoHai versus Christitarian, who has just been making a tear through the losers bracket, taking out taking out Momochi, then taking out Storm Kubo, then taking out Bonchan, and he is trying to add another player to that list to get to the right to challenge Sako in grand finals. But one XiaoHai is standing in his way, and this is going to be one of the strongest tests for Chris, because XiaoHai, amazing player, super strong player from China, one of the premier Cammys, at one point in time considered the strongest Street Fighter player during Season 1. There was one point in time where he was just dominating.
Absolutely. And it leaked over into Season 2. He's just had a remarkable career for the first 2 seasons. And, you still see his name time and time again throughout this year's season. He's done remarkably in each and every one of these events. It may not have been a victory, a #1 victory. I'm sure he has a couple of those in his belt. But at the same time, he's still amongst the greats, at least talked about within the top 8, top 16s at some of these premieres and some of these ranking events. And here we are about to get started. Christitarian and XiaoHai.
It almost looks like XiaoHai is like, man, good job so far. Because, even as a player, even as a competitor, that these guys appreciate this kind of run. All the players here, and it's one of my favorite things is sometimes when you get to watch the top players enjoying this kind of run from Christitarian, as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's usually all business for these competitors, but sometimes you just got to pay respects to some of your competitors and your rivals, man. You see something great, let them know.
Absolutely.
I like the sportsmanship between everybody within the top 8 so far. Everybody's having a great time, and it couldn't be any better here at Southern California Regionals. We've had some of the best action this entire weekend, and we're getting closer and closer to crowning our champion. But first, here's the losers finals, 3 out of 5.
How fitting is it that the mini boss, the sub boss right now is going to be Cammy, character that I know
of all characters, right?
Yeah, I know.
What a great mini boss!
I know a lot of people have been talking about this character. Obviously, we've been seeing a lot of her in the semifinals and top 16s and top 8s of late. So many strong Cammy players out there right now. A lot of players jumping over. But XiaoHai has been a Cammy player for a very long time.
Absolutely.
Since the beginning of Street Fighter 4. So he is one of the OGs, one of the original Cammy players. He is one of the pioneers of this character.
Right. And he's the lone Cammy in this top 8. When you compare it to last year, you had Verloren and L.
That's
and
right,
L stopping within the top 3. And then Verloren was also in the top 8. So, again, the lone Cammy player in top 8, XiaoHai, trying to make his premier win.
Yeah, he wants to get his first premier win, but so does Christitarian. Of course, he won Game Over in the Dominican Republic earlier this year. That was the best I had ever seen Christitarian play, and right now this may even rival that performance so far. Gets the back throw against XiaoHai and puts him in the corner, but I don't know if Chris is going to get away with a lot of those run cancels against someone like XiaoHai, like he's been getting away with on some of the other players so far.
Right. And XiaoHai just fighting right out of the corner. Cammy's offense just can lead to so much frustration. And Christitarian ready for those dive kicks.
Speaking of reactions.
Pumping away at that Dragon Punch motion. Activation from XiaoHai. That could have been big trouble.
Oh, counter hit. And he's just going to go for the uppercut. He wants the damage now. Christitarian going to try his best to try to build up that third super meter so he can get a critical or comeback. Yeah, see, there you go.
Okay.
That's why he went that uppercut. You know what? One more hit, he can take this.
Oh,
wow, he did it. He really did it, and Christitarian reels back in his chair like, ooh.
And just to kind of touch up on that last sequence there, when Christitarian kind of fired away from full screen, it was kind of test XiaoHai and his reactions. Like, what better way? Oh, wait a minute, critical art, hold the phones.
He's just spinning it right away. Off of a few buttons, too, so, not as much damage as it could be, but, of course, Cammy with not a lot of help. Oh, he could have punished that, but he's going to get this hit anyway, so he's in a good position right now. Look at this life lead that he has. But Cammy could take that life lead away in a heartbeat. Forward throw. Oh, try to fake another one. And oh, wow, great tech.
And even better uppercut. Great control there from XiaoHai. View reversals to try to take his turn back. Christitarian stuck in a very difficult situation.
Ooh. Ooh. With that standing heavy punch safe on block. Such a good button, 6 frames. Fast.
Oh, and he tests the reactions again.
Meaty EX Fireball. Tried to get the confirm off of that. And that's the nice thing about Meaty EX Fireball. So active, covers a lot of the different wake-up options.
Oh my, lock it up.
Oh boy.
I like that a lot. Christitarian going for the safe stuff. Low forward EX Fireball, testing XiaoHai, catching him walking forward. No, confirms 2 times. Can we get a 3rd one? No, he's going to go for the throw instead.
Goes for the throw. But you're willing to take those throws in the mid-screen because it doesn't lead to anything else afterwards. But look at this sequence from XiaoHai. Stayed in the front.
Very, very dirty stuff there from XiaoHai. So ambiguous off of that reset.
Oh, I love that. Just in case the crouching medium kick was too far to connect. He went for the sweep anyway. Delayed that stand light punch.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was trying to bait something out of XiaoHai. Oh, that's going to be, yeah, there you go. So there you go. Like I said, XiaoHai, such a dangerous opponent. Cammy, such a dangerous character. Put them together. And this is going to be a tough one here for Christitarian.
Yeah, and they've done away with the formalities, right? They were kind of throwing out normals to kind of test each other's response and their reactions. It's gone down to a slugfest a little bit. Christitarian tried to close the gap towards XiaoHai. And XiaoHai, you know, he was a little getting a couple straight hits, low medium kicks, no real conversions, but still managing to get the best of Christitarian. Now, I want to see what kind of adaptations are made going forward between the two.
See here, we went to character select, but I think that was just Christitarian trying to give himself some time, force himself some time where he has to think about the match a little bit without rushing into the rematch too quickly. So trying to formulate his plan, trying to figure out what happened there and what went wrong. And honestly, there was just a couple of sequences in there where XiaoHai just went nuts and just the offense was just stifling.
And you know, that's always just kind of an on button for Cammy when it comes to that kind of offense. She just always has it ready. And I like the spacing that Christitarian's, it's really hard to say his last name sometimes. Christitarian going for that fireball to kind of check XiaoHai, but again, closing the gap with the spiral arrow, getting the forward throw, wake up target combo, back strong.
Cammy cannot dash forward after her forward throw. If you ever see that, you can challenge that, and Chris was all ready for it. But look at this, still deficit, yeah, uppercut close to stun, there it is. XiaoHai is making quick work of Christitarian right now. Chris, of course, the local hero right now, everyone here cheering for him, but XiaoHai is trying to do his best to play spoiler right now, and look at that.
And you see that, yeah, he's kind of pumping away as he's walking forward to kind of tempt Chris T to press the button. Try me. Use this normal. See if you can try to buffer your way past my offense, buddy. Wait a minute, he's hanging out.
Oh, nice. I like that. Oh, he blocked at the last second. Remember, XiaoHai did that to, he did that earlier. I forgot who he did that to.
He's done that a couple of times.
Yeah. Oh, no, and he baits that out. He baits out the EX uppercut. Good damage. Oh, but a wake-up throw from Christitarian on a wake-up throw from XiaoHai.
Oh, activation time, and yes, sir. Off that low forward, has to go for the uppercut, and, you know, thankfully he does have that execution as well. Low forward, uppercut, critical art. Yeah. And he's done that trick where spiral arrow on a just a standing still character. He did that on XSK Samurai.
That's right, that's who it was. Yeah,
the better
Shoda,
right?
Okay. But now, Christitarian down 0-2. Can he do this? Can he come all the way back? He's going to need to pull something out. I mean, he's thinking about maybe going to Akuma, I think.
I mean, he just needs to take the time to rest real quick because he needs to figure out what XiaoHai is doing, how to turn it into his advantage. And again, this offense that Cammy presents has just been so cumbersome. It's just, once he locks you down in the corner, you kind of panic sometimes. But again, he's been in this scenario before. He's played plenty of Cammys throughout the season. He's going to be just fine. Like especially with this Akuma pick.
Like I said, this is what he was thinking about. Definitely a better matchup. Akuma versus Cammy. And it's not even a good matchup. It's like an even matchup here.
I would say, you know, majority of the matchups that happen in Street Fighter V are almost even.
Right.
Yeah. If anything, the biggest margin would be like a 6-4. But I'll tell you what, in this matchup, I still think Cammy fights just fine against Akuma.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Look, Cammy and Akuma, arguably two of the best characters in the game. I honestly don't think either of these characters have a losing matchup. They're always in it. They're always able to take it.
And look at this, Christitarian right off the bat.
Oh, okay.
That might have been a buffered normal from XiaoHai. Great call from Christitarian to kind of walk up and force that error.
Yeah, gifting some damage to Christitarian right there with a bad confirm on that. Oh, look at this.
Boy.
Side switch, and guess what? Akuma's in the corner now. Gonna spend the EX bar to get some extra damage. Oh. Yeah, he's good at challenge there.
Oh, Demon Flip caught him on the way up. Activation time, knock him down.
Okay. Ooh, great throw tech from XiaoHai.
Just walking back and forth. Right out of that range too. You might be looking for a whiff punch, but Christitarian now catching the straight hits from XiaoHai.
Oh, that was a counter hit. He could have did something. Oh, she's going to get under, but she was scared to do anything because the fireballs were still there. If she had she could have EX drilled, but she might have still even got clipped in the head because the projectile invincibility might have ran out.
Absolutely. There were 2 fireballs there on the screen at different positions. XiaoHai would have definitely got clipped had he gone for that EX spiral arrow. Christitarian getting that first round uppercut, always ready for that anti-air.
Oh, look at that. Checking with the standing light punch after a nice backdash. And that's going to get the hits. Just try.
Yes, sir.
Man, recovers so fast. And then the walk back shimmy. And look at this. What a great game for Christitarian. This is very encouraging for him. And now XiaoHai is a player who has to be concerned. He's got to be thinking about it. He's like, what happened here? And so, but you know, I have no doubts that XiaoHai is going to be able to come back and fight back.
Right. He still has a couple games to kind of make the adaptation from Ken to Akuma, and you know, Christitarian's already making it work with game number 3. So again, it's really going to be tough for XiaoHai to decipher what Chris T is going to do next. He's been really kind of squirrely, to be honest with you. It's really hard to tell what he's going to do next.
But I really like that game right there. That is a confidence-building game for someone like Christitarian. I'm sure that he is feeling good about himself here, and now it is time for XiaoHai. What's going to be, I feel like, going to be mentally crucial is if he can get a super solid first round against Chris right now to kind of put some more doubt back into Chris's head, because Chris has got to be feeling good about himself.
Round 1.
And here we go. Game number 4. XiaoHai with a great opener, catching the recovery of that fireball with the fierce. And again, here comes Cammy. Again, 2 in a row. Let's get a repeat.
Close the stun, and what a tech, and that's going to clip and side switch too. So an extra little side benefit for Chris. Jabs her out of the air. Fireball's on the way down. No buttons from XiaoHai. Being very patient. Gets the counter hit on the crouch light punch. And now the counter hit. Oh, that's not what he was trying to do. That was not what he was trying to do. That was supposed to be a drill. He accidentally negative edged or something. I'm not sure.
Wait, the activation from XiaoHai. Even more of a threat now that his back's out of the corner stand. Medium kick, nice and easy.
Gotta watch out for that dive kick.
Christitarian now out of resources. What are his options? What are his options? He's got 50 seconds left on the clock. He's got a lot of time to work with.
Oh, he didn't fall. He knew he was going to go for the shimmy. He gets the crush counter back in the.
No, he tried. That's very tough to do. And it's going to connect.
Oh my God,
that was the
last thing Chris was thinking of. That was the last thing he was expecting. And
it requires such intricate timing. If you get that crush counter scenario, walking up ever so slightly to get the back strong into the red fireball, it's such tight timing, and Chris put it all on the line.
Yeah, you can see someone like Tokido who connects it almost every single time, but unfortunately for Chris right there, misses it. And now XiaoHai is at match point to get into grand finals to go up against Sakonoko. Chris, of course, taking 2 rounds straight in the previous game, but these jump-in timings from XiaoHai.
Out of there, but still suffering a little bit of damage. Nice back fierce.
Yeah, that was beautiful because that causes the knockdown. Chases her out of the air. Great patience once again from XiaoHai, not hitting buttons. Oh, that was sweep into V-trigger activation. Yeah, gotta go for throws. XiaoHai has been blocking so much.
That could have been big.
Oh, and you know what? Oh, not that uppercut.
Oh,
it's
my goodness.
We'll just give him the meter, and XiaoHai is going to get back into grand finals. But what a run in the loser's bracket for Christitarian, taking out player after player after player. Great job to Christitarian representing Southern California. Great job to him. Some of the best that I have seen him play in the CPT. Congratulations to Christitarian for the 3rd place finish.
As well as a ton of points. Well, let's take a look at how it all went down here. Christitarian, this is where, boom, crush counter, back fierce, very intricate spacing. Slightly missed it, but look, wake up critical art. He knows what happens if you try to take that jump. No meaties, no problem.
Yeah, this was the crucial moment right here. Probably should have maybe just went back fierce in the uppercut or something, but
he could have gone for possibly the Demon Flip EX Tatsu, get a good amount of damage, get the knockdown, as well as get the meaty started.
But he wanted the max damage there. You can't blame him for that.
No,
you
absolutely.
can't blame him for that at all. So
it could have been